Welcome. It is your man Handle here, and this is the Rogue Pod, and this is intentional grounding. Now, I know that I told y'all yesterday we did the pilot episode, and this may be something that we might be doing going forward. But unfortunately, this is a slow period in sports, as we don't do baseball, we don't do hockey, we don't do anything except for really football, college football, basketball, college basketball. So it is a slow time with the news. And I appreciate you. Who is this? Appreciate you for joining the Road family. Thank you very much. Indeed. 502 Grill Boys first. 502 Boys, what's going on? So, like I said, it's not much going on in the world of sports right now. So we try to dig through the garbage, try to get what we can and find things to talk about. So as far as this being a daily show, I don't think it's gonna happen. Um, we're going to try to come on as much as we can when there is pertinent news for us to speak about. But until then, it'll be touch and go. Maybe we'll do every other day, depending upon what the people want. Don't really know. So this is only a 15, 20-minute, half-hour show. So let's jump into the little bit of action or topics that we have to talk about. And the first thing that I want to speak about is Lamar Jackson. Now, I try to stay away from the topic of Lamar since he signed his contract with the Baltimore Ravens and all of the drama, the worrisomeness, the naysayers have come and gone. But yet and still, I find myself seeing people, I guess they have to prove themselves right. They have to be right about something. So they're still talking about this man's contract. They're still talking about how he lost out on money, how he's still an idiot. And I'm not understanding where all of this is coming from. This man signed the largest contract in NFL history. This man is making $52 million a year. He has a no trade clause and a no tag clause. How is this man losing? And how are you still talking about him? How are you still going to these networks making YouTube videos? How can you be a Ravens content creator and talk about how Lamar Jackson is lost? I'm not understanding that. I need somebody to help me understand it as well. But lo and behold, special guest, I got my gun for hire, Mr. Buffalo, White Buffalo Skin himself.
What's going on? What's going on, Endo?
Shut up, what's going on with you?
I mean, I told you I was out on the frontier. Some more people were witnessing, but then I got the call, so I had to come and log on. So they was all right this time.
There's like no killing, no more buffaloes.
Well, I mean, the reality is they went into an alley and I couldn't find them. They ducked and weaved through the alleys and found the sheriff, so it was a little late.
Okay,
but that's all right. It's okay.
Yeah.
I told you about the alligator vest, though.
You showed me a picture of it. Yes, you did.
Yes, that's right.
I mean, it was clean, but I'm not killing. Yeah. I'm not gonna kill no animals.
Nah, you are.
Just to look clean.
You're not gonna admit to it publicly, but yeah, you are.
Nah, I'm not. But I thank you for stopping by. I thank you for taking the time out of your day welcome. To stop the animal slaughter.
Oh wow, that's what we're doing now. Like it's not like that. I'm not just rolling around killing animals. That's not a thing.
Okay, I apologize. All right, let's see who we got in here. We got Mr. J6 in here. He said, "I'm here if you need emotional support on last night's events." We'll talk about that, Mr. J. Stop jumping the gun. Stop being so fast because you are so happy about what happened to your team.
Wow.
Of all people, you're the last one I expected this from. What's going on, Danny? I don't know. He's a quiet, silent type.
No,
just, he not.
No.
Right. Well, I'm glad Danity's here.
I love the Lakers. What's up, Danity?
I ain't seen her in a minute. I ain't seen you in a month of Sundays. Where you been hiding at? We've been streaming like crazy right here. Have not seen you in anybody's stream, but I am glad that you made it. Also, we got Baltimore Get Up in the house. What's going on? He said, apparently, the media is saying we're top candidates for Unique Ngakoue and Austin Eckler.
That's got to be a different Austin.
You mean the one from San Diego, Los Angeles?
I'm saying they must be talking about somebody else because Baltimore being a top candidate for Austin Eckler don't make no goddamn sense.
Well, I know I saw a report today that said Kareem Hunt or something. I was like, he beats up women too much. Yeah, he's a little too aggressive for Baltimore's liking. But the Ravens have turned over a new
He
leaf, so
didn't beat any woman up. He pushed somebody who
that's assault.
who was hurling racial slurs at him.
That's still not a need for assault.
No, I think it is.
Really?
Yeah, I
It's
think
it's
so.
a, it's a woman.
I mean, listen, it's not like he went Joe Mixon on her or anything. He pushed her.
You may be correct on that one.
Joe Mixon, my
Yeah,
man, but he broke out the dragon punch.
yeah.
I'm surprised that woman alive.
He was up to his limit, and he gave it he went to get his white buffalo skin.
I found out it's not even a white buffalo; it's a ram. It's a white ram.
I don't even care anymore.
That's what it said.
I was
That's what it
saying
said when I was changing.
an elite white buffalo. I thought that was better.
Well, whatever. It's not elite; it's legendary. But that's all right.
I'm sorry, legendary. Excuse me,
Yes.
elite,
Mhm.
legendary, one of a kind of like the Baltimore Ravens.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all. Not even
Not
a
at
little
all.
bit.
Okay, whatever.
Jeez.
The report said it. Who reported that? Because I mean, listen, Austin Eckler wants out. San Diego, I mean, Los Angeles doesn't want to seem to pay him.
You're so old, man.
What do you mean?
You keep calling him San Diego. You're so
Because
old.
they've been San Diego to me for
Since
decades.
since you was a child, and that's all you know, and you can't
Yeah.
really update it because old doesn't work.
That has nothing to do with it. Some people still call the Las Vegas Raiders Oakland.
Yeah, they old too.
As long as I don't call the Oklahoma City Thunder the Seattle Seahawks, we good.
The Seattle Supersonics.
Yeah, that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're not old. It's fine.
It hasn't been that long though.
Yeah, but you called them the Seahawks, so.
Yeah, did. I meant the
Yeah.
Supersonics. Man, Seahawks used to be in the AFC. I remember a lot of old stuff. Thank you.
He's already a fan of the show. Look at that.
A fan of this show?
Yeah.
No, I hope we didn't lose sound. Did we lose sound? Can you hear me? Let me make sure. Is this thing on? Hello?
I mean, I can hear
I know
you.
you can. I know you can. I don't know. Maybe something else happened. But I mean, listen. I hope she would be a fan of the show. But today might be the last show. This week. No. This week.
You keep on saying things like that, and it's never true.
I said this week, Rodney, because like I said, it's a slow time in sports, aside from another tragedy that's going on that I wish not speak about. But
what kind of tragedy? What happened?
We'll get into that later. I'll talk about that later. I don't really discuss it right about now.
You don't really want to discuss it right about now?
No, I mean we can talk about it, but listen, listen. All the hopes that I had before yesterday are gone, dashed. I concede.
I don't know why you had hopes. I told you what was going to happen to your team.
Not like that. We'll discuss that later. Not like that though. Listen. I can take losing, but it's a certain way that you lose as a team that sets me over the top, and I will talk about that later. But first, let's talk about Patrick Queen.
Okay. Why do you want to talk about Patrick? What's going on with Patrick Queen?
What's going on with Patrick Queen? So Eric DeCosta stopped by the lounge to talk with them dudes, and he pretty much said.
I don't know because you said the lounge. I don't know what that is, and then you were like them dudes, and I was like that didn't help. So I don't know.
Ryan Mink, and that other
them
dudes.
Okay,
X.
Gotcha.
So he stopped by the lounge and he talked about Patrick Queen, and he said, "Listen, I'm going to try to get a deal done, an extension done with Patrick Queen. I know we didn't pick up his 5th-year option, but he wants to sign him to a long-term contract."
I bet he does. And then when Patrick says how much money he wants, he will wish him success elsewhere. That ain't gonna be a Raven. You're gonna have what, 35 to 40 million tied up in middle linebackers. That's what y'all gonna do.
This is the Ravens.
That's what y'all gonna do.
This is the Ravens.
No, I don't care who it is. Y'all wouldn't pay C.J. Mosley his 17, would you?
But we learned our lesson.
No, you didn't.
We did, because we
No,
drafted Patrick
you
Queen,
didn't.
and then we had to trade for Roquan. So we've learned our
What?
lesson.
And they're talking about extending Patrick Queen. What makes you think they learned anything?
Touche.
Right after they drafted a middle linebacker, also.
Touche. Well, he said that guy is not his replacement.
Yeah.
Danny says, will 6 be the regular time? 6 will be the regular time if we do a stream. I was going for trying to do one every day this week, but like I said, the NFL did not accommodate us and give us much news to speak about today. I looked, I searched. It wasn't much. We talking about Patrick Queen signing an extension.
Look. We're talking about Patrick Queen potentially signing an extension for one reason and one reason only. It's because you don't want to talk about basketball. That's the only reason. I guarantee you, had last night's game gone the other way, Patrick Queen would not be on this lineup.
He would be.
No, he wouldn't. Don't lie to the people, Hendo.
We talk about sports.
Don't lie to the people, Hendo.
We can't listen. We have to be unbiased when we're giving out the information. We can't just pick a subject that we're proud of and just harp on it for 30 minutes. We have to give them the news around sports.
You say you had to be unbiased, but you kept on picking Golden State to win.
That's my team.
No one damn. Yeah, exactly. You ain't unbiased.
But what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to give them an exorbitant amount of time. I'm not going to give them more time than something else. I'll give them the appropriate amount of time, even if they won. Speak about it and move on.
What is the appropriate amount of time? Is the appropriate amount of time between or a series between LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Steph Curry, and Klay Thompson the same amount of time as a BS story about Patrick Queen that we all know isn't going anywhere? That's the appropriate amount of time? The second round of the playoffs? The favorites to win the West?
No.
They are the betting favorites to win the West. So
right.
them getting the same amount of time as a nonsense Patrick Queen story is appropriate.
Damn, y'all all think he lied through his teeth? I thought so too. I was like, you ain't had to talk about it to be real. Like now you get my people's hopes up. I know Coach Evans, he saw the thumbnail, was like, I hope so. So, he's all excited, like, are they gonna re-sign him? But I mean, if they were to resign, I think it would probably be for a trade if they actually gave an extension.
They're not going to extend him before a trade.
Maybe if that's a stipulation to trade him to a specific team.
No, I'm saying the extension would have to come after the trade, because if you extend him, then all you're doing is taking on dead money.
Hit the cap hit, but you know what? We've done it before. We love taking dead money hits.
You told me they learned the lesson, so I don't know. All right. I'm just trying to be optimistic.
Well, we're going to move. First of all, ouch. We're going to go ouch. And we're going to move on from this story. I'm going to delete this right now.
Wow.
Just so we can't come back to that, because that's hurtful. I would never, ever make moves like this. Draft the linebacker that weighs number 30? Who does that? He's giving me some Kenneth Dixon vibes. Like every time I see that 30, I get more and more upset.
Why do you hate Kenneth Dixon so much?
Man, because I remember Kenneth Dixon running down the middle of the field for a touchdown and then just dropped the ball. Nobody touched it. Yeah, he was.
I remember you drafted a quarterback in the first round that used to do that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I saw the schedule. I mean, we've seen it's been out for a month and a half, 2 months now. It just hasn't been put in order.
That would be the schedule. So no, we have not seen the schedule.
But he means
the list of opponents. But you
just got to be.
He asked a specific question.
You know what he meant.
Answer it. Okay. I mean, maybe he saw a league schedule. I don't know. It's coming out on Thursday.
This is true.
God damn, man. Just because I like to be accurate, I gotta be the bad guy.
Whoa. So what you're trying to make it seem is you're the only one that likes to be accurate?
I mean, I'm on the screen who likes to be accurate. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that's a controversial statement.
So you just
Wow.
love getting on streams and hurting my feelings. Like that's
You
just
don't
that
you
seems
don't
to be
have feelings to hurt him though. It's not like that.
a hobby of yours.
Nah, man. I was told that I was coming on here and we were going to talk Lakers and Warriors.
I didn't even say any of that.
I didn't say you said it. I said I was told. So now I'm here and I'm expecting to talk Lakers and Warriors, and you out here talking about Patrick Queen. You just have every. I am convinced now because this is the second day of the show. I'm convinced that you just have a list of the Ravens roster in your
I don't even have any more Ravens
in the
listed.
tickers.
I have this. I have that.
Okay.
That the Commanders
Tampering with who?
With your boy Leaf. I mean, not Leaf. That one boy that I don't like with the neck beard.
I don't know who you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about.
I have no idea.
He broke Cam Newton's record, rookie passing record.
Oh! They're the ones who contacted Luck.
Yeah, Andrew Luck. Yes, that's why he sent out that tweet.
General Luck.
Yes, they contacted him before last season, trying to see if he wanted to come out of retirement and play for the Commanders. So your boy had to come out. Ursay had to come out and tell people, if you contact him, he is still under contract with us for 3 more years. It is illegal tampering.
It's a dumbass question. Who wants to play for Washington? Like it wasn't even in the news that he was selling the team at that point. Like if they had contacted him today, I'm like, okay, it's a new day in Washington. But nobody wants to play for the Commanders under Daniel Snyder.
That's right, because I knew what you meant. Right, nobody wants to play for them. But Daniel Snyder's
but it ain't the same difference, is it?
There you go. You always gotta argue.
I'm not arguing. It's not the same thing. A list of opponents isn't the same thing as a schedule.
You know what he meant, though.
If somebody handed you a list of classes that you're taking this semester without the days or times, is that your schedule? Where are you going to go the first day? You don't know because they ain't a schedule.
It's a skeleton schedule. You work Monday. You work Monday through Friday. I just don't have the times that you work yet.
No, man.
But you know that you working Monday through Friday.
No.
You know. For most Sundays, you're going to play a game.
Stop it. Oh, really? Because for most Sundays, because they play on Monday, they play on Thursday.
Said for most. That's what I said most.
They play on Saturday. There's a game on Friday this year.
That's why I said most. That's what I said most, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to be technical, yes. Thursday night opener, Kansas City, possibly against Buffalo. Also, they are changing the Monday night format now, where starting week 12, they can start flexing Monday night games. They're also going to have three Monday night doubleheaders for the first time ever.
Okay.
And one thing that I know the players are not happy about is the fact that they may be requiring some teams to play 2 Thursday night games.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that.
Yeah, it's an awful idea.
It's terrible.
The quality of Thursday night football is terrible as is.
Yes, it is.
But, I mean, the NFL going to do what they're going to do. Yeah, right up until we stop watching, which is not happening anytime soon.
Nobody's going to stop watching. I remember when the people tried to boycott football for a minute, but then you would catch them tweeting about the games. I thought you were boycotting it.
Yeah, just following on Twitter. I didn't watch it.
Right. It is too hard not to watch football, boss. Yes, Danity. 2 Thursday night games is brutal and inconsiderate, but the league does not care. And that's exactly why they added the 17th game, because it just means more revenue.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all that they care about is the revenue. They don't care about the players. They don't care about the quality of work that's being placed on the field.
No, not at all. But, most teams don't care about that either, individually. That's why, like, Cam Newton's not in the league anymore, but Nathan Peterman is.
It's other underlying reasons for that.
What is this? What is the schedule?
Did my man just jump off? He got so upset with me about schedule release news. Darn, did it upset you that much?
It might have. Or I might have dropped something on my keyboard and it hit the F5 key and refreshed the page. I don't know which. But I say we move on from this topic just to be safe.
The only thing I was going to say was they
Yes.
released the strength of schedule for the
Okay.
teams, and the Ravens came in at 17th. That's all I
Means
was going to
nothing.
say. It really doesn't, because we've had an easy schedule last year, and we limped through
Well, I
the
mean,
end
it
of the
means
season.
nothing because nobody even knows how good any of these teams are. So how can you do strength of schedule?
We're going off last season.
No, I understand, but
I know you understand.
there's been a whole lot of stuff that's happened since last season. So you know, I mean, all right.
Thanks. Rodney said he's
Yeah.
had enough.
When did you start this live, by the way?
At like
Like 21 minutes ago. All right, 9 minutes to go.
9 minutes. Yes, listen. This is when we do it, because I don't want to be quoted as saying I'm coming here every day. It's not going to happen. But when we do it, it is going to be a half-hour show at
It's
the
like
most.
the royal we, because you're not talking about you and I. I
Me,
think we should
myself,
clarify
and
that.
I, and
Okay.
whomever decides to sit over in this direction
Okay.
or that direction or wherever they may be.
Okay.
Whoever my co-host is at the time.
Sounds fantastic.
I
When's
don't know what
Mr. J coming on? He
Uh,
says the Panthers are at 27.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, that makes sense. That
there you
division
go.
is
Oh, God.
that division. So
Yeah.
yeah.
The team is god awful, so they have a god awful schedule.
Desmond Ritter out there.
Yeah, you got rid of him quite fast.
I did. I was happy about that. Thank you. Thank you for noticing. No, Danity.
No.
Listen, Danity, I get off work in 6 minutes. So no, I'm not going to be on this.
Oh, damn, you late as I don't know what. Brandon.
Thought you was first. I thought that was your middle name.
Right.
He
Brandon
was first on
Bazel.
coach's stream, but you know.
How about that? But you know what? He's always had the coach as his number one. So
yeah, that's true.
He's pretty biased.
He do be playing favorites.
Okay. I got you, bro. If this is what we're gonna do, if we're gonna play favorites, cool. I'm gonna play favorite patron. Got you, homie.
But shout out to Brandon for upping his tier on our Patreon. Thank you very much, Brandon. We appreciate it.
Facts.
I'm not going to send you any of the patron gifts, though, because I feel like you don't want them, and I'm not going to reach out to confirm that. I'm just going to go with the gut.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What?
I mean, I don't know. Like, it's a whole thing. I gotta have to print out a label and pack it and send it. Like, he's gonna be there in August. I can just hand it to him.
Okay, that's different. That is factually correct.
If he wants it.
Since you're talking about August, Brandon, would you like to let the people know what's going on in August?
In August, you, myself, Jose, Chris Just Joking from the Deep Cover Pod, Coach Evans from Sip to Tally Films, and OTR Mike from Open Mic with OTR Mike are hosting a meetup in Columbia, Maryland at the Busboys and Poets, I guess, restaurant location. There's going to be free food, drinks, music. There's going to be goodie bags. There's going to be prizes raffled off, and you get a chance to meet all of your favorite Ravens streamers. It's going to be a lot of fun. No, what are you pointing at?
Oh, you said favorite Ravens streamers.
I'm no one's favorite Ravens streamer.
False.
I promise you that. If you like to join us, you can hit the Eventbrite link, and the tickets are on sale now. But you got to hurry. They are there's a limited number, and they are starting to go. So definitely, log on there and get those tickets as soon as you can.
Listen, there is a reason why my man Rodney is always on the show. That's why he's always on everybody's show. He's a hired gun.
I'm not on everybody's show.
And people want to come out.
I'm on like 2 shows.
Are you for certain of this?
I was trying to count in my head, but I'm like on the spot. So, but I'm on Coach's show, and I'm on my show.
And then you're on Rankings. And then
that's a different. That's not a Raven show. That's a different podcast. That's also mine. I shouldn't even count my shows. Like that's not how you do that.
Okay.
You're talking about guest appearances. So I'm on one show really.
I mean, yeah, because you're not a guest here. You're just part of it.
No. I'm definitely a guest here, and I don't know when Steel Conspiracy is coming back. We gotta get with Shook on that.
No Steel Conspiracy tonight?
I have not heard a Steel conspiracy tonight.
Okay, well then that's one less. That means I only got one more
Because if Steel
stream to
conspiracy has happened tonight, I would not be here right now. I can tell you that.
go. Facts. My man said, "What's Ricard's role?" I see 0 snaps per game. Nah, John Harbaugh's not gonna let that happen. He's gonna get 20% of the snaps. Blocking. He might get a pass or two out the backfield.
Yeah,
I
he
don't know.
said
They
he's
just need
really
help.
excited about his role in Monken's offense. So they're not gonna send that man to the unemployment line where he belongs.
Facts. That's
What's
right.
up, Will?
That's right. Humble. I don't know about that guy. I'm humble. But like Zeke said, don't lie, Brady. You're my guy. Top 5.
Top 5. I'll take top 5. Probably
Okay.
5th, but that's all right.
But there's a lot of us, so top 5 is whatever. You know what I mean?
No, I'm saying that's great. What I was responding to was you saying I was somebody's favorite. I'm not anybody's favorite.
No, you really are. I don't want to
No,
say that person's name right now, but you most definitely are, sir.
just a lying ass liar.
Anywho, let's get this out the way. Warriors versus Lakers. The Los
That's
Angeles
out the
Lakers
way, he says.
win last night's game to take a 3-1 lead.
Yes.
Blah, blah, blah. Give me your thoughts, Brady.
My thoughts are y'all should just lay down and not even bother winning game 5. Because you don't really have any realistic shot of winning 3 in a row. I thought that the way they performed yesterday was
Ouch.
an embarrassment. Wow. I didn't
Ouch.
say that, Spawn. That's rude.
Spawn always coming for me. I don't know what I did to Spawn.
I don't know why you put that up there without a donation. You know the rules. You want to talk trash, it better be in the form of a Cash App or a Stream Elements or Stream Labs or whichever you
Stream.
use.
I use Stream Elements.
Okay, there you go. But yeah, the I told you the Warriors were in panic mode when they put Gary Payton into the starting lineup yesterday. And he was running around like a chicken with his head cut off, not really doing much, but expending a lot of energy. Jordan Poole, the 100 and however many $1 million man, played 10 minutes? Played about 10 minutes and had 0 points.
0.
Draymond passed it to one of the Lakers assistants, and then he passed it to Anthony Davis to end the game. Oh no, I'm sorry, that didn't end the game. Steph passing it to the out of bounds line ended the game. Like it was typical Warriors fashion when the chips are really down, they kind of fold in crunch time. Like that's how they roll, except for Clay. But Clay can't do it anymore.
Clay folded.
I'm talking about old Clay. Clay didn't
man.
used to do that. Clay now does that because all the injuries and everything. He's kind of past it. That's always been Curry's thing. Curry is not a clutch performer. Draymond is not a performer. Obviously, Jordan Poole, he didn't even get the opportunity to perform, but we know he would have failed anyway.
So LeBron was clutch yesterday?
Did I say LeBron was clutch yesterday?
No, I'm asking the question.
No, he wasn't clutch yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Because he didn't get the opportunity to be clutch because Lonnie Walker was cooking Curry's ass all fourth quarter long.
First and foremost, you mean Lonnie Bryant because the Mamba returned to something. I don't know what the hell got into that. I don't know what got into that kid.
I know exactly what got into that kid. He saw Curry defending him. That's it.
Even when Curry wasn't defending him, he hit this 1-3 where he just crossed over and just threw the ball up. I'm like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He got a ghost over there putting the ball in the hoop for him.
Lonnie Walker fell out of the Lakers rotation a while back. And he'd been glued to the bench, and he got some garbage time minutes in game. I think it was in game 3. He got some garbage time, and they went back to him. Yeah. I'm sorry, game 2, and they went back to him, and he was ready to go, man. And props to him. He came in, he saved the game for LA.
He did. Listen, I can't. Once again, I can't hold
the thing that they were hoping for Gary Payton to do didn't really happen for you, though.
I mean, he got sick and threw up. I mean,
ran off the court in the middle of a play.
What's going on, Ella? But I mean, listen. But you still got to blame Draymond for just passing the ball.
I don't blame him on them because that's how you move the ball in
Without
professional
looking?
sports.
Without
Yes,
looking?
quite often. Yes, you know where you're going to blame him for knowing where his teammate was supposed to be, as opposed to
Supposed to
blaming the
be.
teammate for not being there.
Supposed to be.
Yeah, look, close your lips real tight and hold it in. Catch the goddamn ball. All right,
Swallow it.
do what you got to do. Call timeout. Don't just sprint off the court in the middle of a play when you're supposed to be receiving a pass.
This is factually correct. So, who do we blame for this loss? Because I'm going to give you my opinion on who I'm going to blame.
Steph Curry. 100%. Oh, I'm sorry. What was he? 3 for 13 or 3 for 14 or whatever? From 3? Was that not his line?
Oh man. So I guess a 30-point triple double means nothing.
I'm sorry. Once again, did he not shoot 3 for 14 from 3 and throw the ball out of bounds on the last play?
What did Klay Thompson shoot?
I don't know what Klay Thompson shot, but
It's like
Klay
3,
Thompson
4.
ain't your best player, is he?
Oh,
Because I mean, we can talk about the 30 points, but anybody can get 30 points if you take 75 shots.
he didn't take 75 shots.
Oh, I'm sorry, 73.
Wow. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, he is not to blame for this loss.
Oh, okay.
I'm not even going to blame Jordan Poole.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not.
Well, how could you blame Jordan Poole? He didn't play.
Because his mind is somewhere else. His wife is sleeping with somebody. I don't know what's going on. Like,
wow,
this dude got something extra going on. His mind is not on basketball.
Did not think you were gonna go there with it. But no, it could not possibly be Jordan Poole's fault because he did not play in this game.
Well, it is one man's fault and one man's fault only, and that would be Steve Kerr. He is to blame single-handedly for being down 1-3 in the series. And it actually goes back to the Sacramento Kings series. When he took Steph and they played high pick and roll, they dominated. Even in the game yesterday in the first half, when the Lakers went up, they did the high pick and roll with Anthony Davis. And whoever he was guarding at the time, if he switched off on the Draymond or whomever, when they did the high pick and roll, they scored and they actually took the lead. Beginning of the second half, they get a 10-point lead, they stop it. And they only did the pick and roll, high pick and roll twice, I think, in the second half. And they scored each time. For some reason, Steve Kerr decided, I'm not going to go with what works. I don't like this. This is not the kind of ball that I play. So let's get away from that. Let's get away from what got us the lead and kept the lead for us.
I mean, look. Excuse me. You're not going to run one thing all game. First, but second,
until you stop it. Yes, I am.
Okay. Maybe you do that, but I don't think that lost you the game because similarly, the Lakers stopped doing what worked in the first half too. Right, and they both went to something else because Anthony Davis took 4 shots in the second half.
Yeah, he did.
He was killing Golden State in the first half. Right, so both of them went away from their main weapon, you could say, and the Lakers just did that to apparently prove how much better than Golden State they are.
They went back. They went back to what would work for them.
What?
That's just smart coaching.
No, because Anthony Davis is what was working for them.
I mean, no, actually, a lot of stuff was working for him. But we'll see. Listen.
It was really just Anthony Davis and Lonnie Walker, if we're being honest.
No. Shem got into it.
What?
Austin Reeves. No.
Man,
after the second
I don't even want to hear about Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves had a decent night. He had a good shooting night, right? And that's fine. Love it. Congrats to him. That's great. But my man, he is like, he's Devin George, but he acts like he's Kobe.
This is true. And
that's not great.
Bruh, he was like, he hit that second 3-point. I think he was like 2 for 5 from 3-point range. And he just, that's me. It's in my veins. And I'm looking like, it's not, bro.
Cause I don't like it because Kobe can do Kobe things. Devin George can't do Kobe things, right? And that's this is Austin Reeves, like when he gets the ball and you can see him where he's not looking like immediately to pass, and you see he starts dribbling. He's like, it's like I can't watch you take 15 seconds to try and break somebody down off the dribble because he has no athleticism. But you know that he's just going to keep on trying and then he's just going to throw up a shot. Luckily, his shots were mostly falling yesterday. But that's not the way to go moving forward. He's way too aggressive for his skill set.
He is. Yes, Brandon. Philly, Boston, and Denver, Phoenix are tonight, starting at 7:30.
7:30.
Yeah. So we fulfilled our obligation of doing a half an hour. Actually, we've done a little bit above, and I told Bradley I wasn't going to keep him that long. Being that he was a little bit late, that 5 minutes kind of makes up for
I
that 30
was
minutes.
late. Oh, wow. Unbelievable.
No, what I'm saying is I told you a half an hour. You did a half an hour. So I appreciate y'all.
Called me late.
I appreciate y'all for hanging out with us. Not saying we're going to be back here tomorrow.
Sent me the link after you were live and called me late.
First of all, I sent you want to see what time I sent you the link, bro? That was before I went live, bro. Let's not do that. Actually, I sent it to you twice.
You sent it to me twice at the exact same time, Hendo.
Well, it must have came. The other one came through late.
And I logged right on, and you were already live. This one says 6 p.m.
I didn't want to keep the two
okay,
people.
Yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, be considerate to them, even though you didn't plan the stream, and then throw me under the bus.
No. I wasn't throwing you under the bus. I was saying I only told you I was keeping you for half an hour, and you fulfilled your obligation. That's all I was saying, bro. I wasn't saying that anything happened because of you. Yeah, the playoffs are pretty good this year. I mean, it's gotten me back into basketball. I used to love basketball so much. I used to love basketball more than I love football. But then just things and players, I just couldn't identify with these young kids. And
wow, but you ain't old though.
Okay, I'm 28. Jeez.
Times how many?
I'm not that old, Roddy. I'm not that old. If the Heat move to Baltimore, no sir, because them guys are gonna show up to the game with guns. Talking about this the real Baltimore Heat. Nah, we don't need that. And why would they leave Miami? It's no way the Heat would ever leave Miami, especially not right now.
Why does Brandon think the Miami Heat roster would bring a championship to anyone?
Because they got that superstar on their team, Jimmy Butler, Timothy Butler,
the fake tough guy.
Yeah, that is true too. I mean, he punked the mess out of who was it? Wiggins and Cat. Yeah, I mean, say less.
I mean, I like Big Purr, but
Big Purr.
Oh, you didn't see the interview?
I saw the interview. That is so disrespectful to call a man Big Purr.
He did not like it. He hated it. But his own team called him that. So, yeah, that is what it is.
Man up and tell him, don't call me that anymore. It's not my name.
That doesn't work. Y'all are disrespectful. Y'all don't listen.
Whatever, Bradley. Tell the people what you got going on so we can get out of here. I have other streams to do.
Wow, other streams to do. Yeah, so I'm one half of Lunch Break Hot Take. You can find me on Wednesday evenings at 7:15 p.m. Where we do the LBHT show. We follow that up with the overtime show for our patrons. You can also follow me, like Hendo said, on the Ring Kings podcast, where we release episodes every Monday, and then we'll live stream after big time boxing events. We didn't live stream after the Canelo fight because he was fighting John Ryder, but we did put out a video on that just recently. And there are some major fights coming up in the next few weeks here, so we'll be streaming over there quite a bit. Outside of that, you can find me on Monday night at 9 p.m. on Sip to Tally Films on the Ravens Roundup with Coach Evans and Hendo and Mike and Chris and Jose. We talk everything Ravens and a few other topics in the off season, try and fill things out. But it's a lot of fun every week, so definitely head over there and hit subscribe if you're not already.
Indeed. It says City loves basketball. Are you talking about Baltimore City College? Yeah, I went to that school. Greatest high school around. Bump Poly. All right, we out.